Hello friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. It is officially time for my autumn favorites video. I look forward to doing this video every single year. I love just talking about my fall favorites, all the grungy autumnal vibes. It's gonna be so good. This is a curation of products that exist in my current collection that I'm hoping to get a lot of use out of this autumn season, just things that are fitting the vibes that I'm itching for. Now, I'm obviously not gonna only use these products for the duration of the season. I like using a plethora of things. I do tend to gravitate more towards certain things in certain times of year, autumn specifically, but I'm not like limiting myself to only using these products. But it is a fun way for me to just kind of put together a small curated little collection of things that I'm excited about, and maybe will give you inspiration to use certain things. Not every single thing I talk about is even still available. These are just things that have existed in my personal collection. Maybe it'll inspire you to pull it out of yours if you already own it. I would love for you to curate your own little personal collections. I think it'd be super fun. I'm very curious if we're on the same wavelength as far as just what we're itching for fall right now. I feel like we're probably all feeling very similarly. I do like very in-your-face fall energy, but I'm excited to share some things with you. I have lots of blushes, I have lots of lips, lots of eyeshadow palettes, so many fun things, and I can't wait to get into it with you. Before we hop into this autumn favorites video, I did of course film this look. It should already be up on Instagram and YouTube Shorts by the time this video goes up. As far as my accessory details go, this ring is Ana Luisa, this ring is Regal Rose. I think these little huggies are just from Primark, so without further ado, let's hop into my autumn favorites. Now, what I'm itching for autumn are like burnt pumpkin-y oranges, rusty, grungy shades, very yummy terracotta burnt colors. I love a mustard yellow. I love a rich chocolatey brown, stuff like that. Vampy purples here and there. That's kind of the vibe. An olive green for sure. I just love those quintessential fall feels, and we're gonna get into it together. We're gonna start with blush. I'm skipping over like main complexion stuff because I don't really gravitate toward anything specific in autumn as far as like foundation, concealer, powder, bronzer goes. I'm just kind of wearing whatever strikes my fancy that day. But these blushes are ones that I'm definitely going to be reaching for first. Now, believe it or not, I did try to narrow it down, but we're about to talk about 20 blushes. I have 10 that are in like the cream liquid category and 10 that are powders. So literally could not narrow it down farther than that. And there were honestly more I could have picked, but I try to curate it down for these videos. Let's go over my creams and liquids first. I have this cream stick from Makeup by Mario in the shade Pomegranate. Just the most yummy, delicious red. So pretty, so pigmented. This layer is so pretty with other shades. I love layering powders and creams together. I just love doing fun little blush combos where I'll do like 2 different colors of cream or liquid and then I'll layer a powder on top. I just have so much fun. And this one is going to be one that I utilize a lot when I want to incorporate a little bit of a appley red sort of situation. I have 2 creams from Likely Makeup. Poppy is this really pretty kind of warm pink, which I feel like is a very fall pink. And Cosmo is the most brilliant bright orange. Now, as far as pink goes, I'm really not reaching for pink that much right now. It's just not the first thing on my mind, but a very like rich, warm, like berry pink screams fall to me. Has a little bit of a red undertone to it. Not quite as red as Pomegranate from Makeup by Mario, but still very like warm and rich and delicious. And that orange is obviously a no-brainer. Love a pumpkin-y, bright, vibrant orange. I also have this cream from Melt called Daydreamer. This really pretty, just rich, dark, reddish brown. It's so good. Has a little bit of glow to it. Oh, it's just so pretty. Mouth-wateringly delicious. I love that sparkle that's in there. So pretty, just like a rusty brownie red. So delicious. I love that. And just look how pretty these are next to each other. That's one of my favorite parts about these videos is everything plays together so nicely, if I do say so myself. I have this cheek slime from Freck in the shade Fielding. This shade is so cool. I just like to squirt out a little dot and then I'll usually go in with my brush and add it, but obviously we're just swatching it out today. But it's so vibrant, just like the most beautiful, bright, rusty color. So delicious. A little goes such a long way with this product. The tiniest dot will cover as much as you need. The cheek and lip flushes from Glaminatrix are some of my favorite liquid blushes in the world. The shade Lavish is definitely going to be a go-to. I'm actually wearing it today with powders layered over top. I just love this. This really pretty, like yummy sort of terracotta brownie color. So gorgeous. Again, these are pretty pigmented. A little goes a very long way, but they also blend like a freaking dream. Like literally one of my favorite formulas. Another favorite formula of mine are the Rare Beauty liquid blushes. I cannot get enough of these, and I could have grabbed more Rare Beauty ones, but I was like, I'm gonna rein it in and only talk about two. First being this one, Resilience. This came in the Only Murders in the Building little duo. I think it's so pretty. Just a really yummy kind of rosy terracotta. So beautiful. I just love all those colors. I also have this one in the shade Beloved. I think this is so cute. Just like a really, I don't know, just dark plummy red. So beautiful. Those two Rare Beauty ones look so beautiful together. And last, for the liquids and creams part of the blushes, I have two from Profusion that I think are super cute. First being this one in the shade Cosmo. These are on kind of a weird little doe foot, so I just usually dot a little bit and then I'll blend it out, but it's so cute. Just like a really pretty kind of fun warm red. Very cute. And I also have this one in the shade Bellini. It's kind of just like, you know, sort of a basic nudie neutral sort of shade, but I feel like it has the slightest tinge of yellowiness to it that makes it very good for fall. But just look at all those. So pretty. And now 10 powders. I told you I had such a hard time narrowing it down. There are so many good options for fall vibes. And I could have gotten more. First, I have one of the luminous powder blushes from Rare Beauty. This one is in the shade Truth. It's just like the most vibrant sort of plummy red. It is so gorgeous. You will only like these if you like a very glowy, borderline, highlighty cheek. It is so luminous, so bright. Oh, look at that shine that goes through it. That like plummy berry shift. So pretty. I feel like it would be perfect with that Likely Makeup one, Poppy. Such a match made in heaven. I have this one from Kaleidos. The name is not written on this package. I'll have everything linked down below. I think this is called Sangria. Just like a really nice, yummy red. I'm very into red, orange, and yellow blushes right now. What can I say? Super pretty, very silky, very yummy. So good. 3 of the Singe Beauty new glowy blushes are just like ultimate fall vibes. I'm wearing 2 of them today combined, on top of that liquid blush that I talked about earlier. They are just so good together. These are so glowy without them being sparkly, not quite as intense as those Rare Beauty ones. So if you like a glowy cheek, but the Rare Beauty luminous ones are too highlighty, the Singe glowy ones might be a good option for you. First is Risky Raisin. I love this one. I've worn this one multiple times, just like a really pretty, glowy plummy brown. So cute. Persistent Persimmon, and I just love the Risky Raisin Persistent Persimmon combo. It's so good. This like mustardy, orangey, glowy blush is so cute, and I just feel like this one is such a good accent to other blushes. Like, yes, you could absolutely wear this by itself. I think it's lovely, but I love pairing this with other things. It's just chef's kiss. And of course, Timid Tomato, the glowy orangey. Like, are you kidding? They're just so cute together. I love that glow. They're so pretty. I have 2 from Give Me Glow that are just perfect for this time of year. First being the shade Hey Honey. Again, I love a mustardy blush. I just think it's so freaking cute. And these are insanely pigmented. Like the tiniest bit will go such a long way. So rich. And Twin Flame. I'll never get enough of an orange on my cheeks. It looks so pretty. This blush from Flower Beauty in the shade Berry More is just so yummy. I do like incorporating a little bit of a berry vibe here and there for fall, especially on the days that maybe I'm doing something very bluey or purpley on the eyes and I don't necessarily want a super like in your face warm blush with like a red or an orange. I feel like a berry comes very in handy. Very pretty. This one from Sigma in the shade Bronze Star, just like a very warm, glowy, bronzy color. I feel like this is very fall. Very pretty. And again, this one would pair just so nicely with other things. Like if I wanted to do something a bit brighter, but I wanted to like, not necessarily tone it down, but just like maybe add an element of slight neutraliness, this would do a great job for that. And from Lethal Cosmetics, this bright glowy orange in the shade Floret is so, so, so pretty. Give me the glow, give me the orange, give me all of it. A glowy blush is the key to my heart. This is so, so, so pretty. I love it. I love it so much. And these are all just so cute together. Like, I love it. It just brings me serotonin to see these colors next to each other. Moving on now to eyeshadow palettes, and starting a few years ago, I think, I started doing my Halloween palettes separate from this video because otherwise we'd be here for a million years if I talked about my autumn favorites and my Halloween favorites all in the same. So there will be a Halloween palettes video coming soon. So if you're like, why is this such and such palette not in here? Is it Halloween or spooky themed? That's why. That'll be in a separate video where I talk about all of my Halloween and spooky palettes. These are specifically ones that are just giving me that autumnal feel that aren't specifically Halloween and spooky themed, if that makes sense. I, again, narrowed it down to 20. Could not get it any smaller than that. 20 was just the sweet spot. I love it. I love these palettes. They are so freaking pretty. I did pre-film swatches of all of these for you, so I'll be inserting the B-roll of all of those as we go through. But yeah, I've played with these a million times. You can search my channel, Instagram, all that good stuff. And in theory, I do intend on playing with these all again as much as I possibly can. There's just only so much time in the day, but these are ones that I'm definitely gravitating toward right now. Nomad Cosmetics has come out with 2 fall bangers over the last couple of years, and I love them. Last year's was the Hudson Valley. Unfortunately not available anymore, but she is so, so pretty. These tones are just perfect, just that quintessential fall vibe. It is so, so pretty. I love this one. And then the one for this year is the Fuji 5 Lakes. It is so cute. I love this kind of a take on a fall palette. I like that we still have those classic fall colors with the reds and the orangey yellows, but I love the addition of these pops of blue. I think it's very, very pretty. The Blend Bunny All Done Up palette will always be grungy fall vibes for me. I just think these colors are perfect. Very much a kind of grungy neutrals with a twist with what I deem are fall colors. Like we have the mustards, the weird grungy sagey greens, the gingerbready tones. It is doing good things. I love the shimmers. I love Blend Bunny's formulas so, so much. The Lunar Beauty Moon Shroom, I treated myself to this fairly recently actually, and I'm so glad I did because it is just perfect fall energy, just grungy garden, walking through a forest, feeling like a fairy. I love just all these different grungy mustards and browns and oranges. I love the pops of purples and greens. It is so freaking cute. I adore this. I adore all of these, obviously. There's not a single palette in this pile that I dislike. Cosmic Brushes has 2 palettes now that I deem just to be perfect fall vibes. Really, a lot of their palettes have that murky, grungy aesthetic, so arguably all of them, except maybe the Winter Wonderland and the Delicious Delights, I could put in the fall category, but in the spirit of narrowing it down, I narrowed it down to these 2 as being perfect for fall for me this year. Their new Undergrowth palette is just everything. I love this. The olive greens, the yellows, the oranges. This is fall in a palette. It is spectacular. This is one of my favorite brands for eyeshadows. I just think their formulas are so incredible, like absolutely unstoppable. And the Neutrals palette has been making me really, really happy. Very much kind of like almost dingy desert vibes, but it's very like grungy fall energy as well. Like, again, we have the mustard, some of these muted sages. I love the pops of purple, these multi-chromes, the rich browns. It all plays together so well, and these would be so cute together, so I just feel like they are meant to be. The Glaminatrix Barely Basic is one of my ultimate fall palettes now. I think she is just absolutely stunning. It is literally perfect. The grungy purples and oranges and olives, the shimmers are incredible. So many pretty iridescents and multi-chromes. It is a treat. I love, love, love this. I have 2 from Ensley Reign that are pretty perfect for fall vibes. Obviously the Harvest Moon. I mean, how perfect. Just like dark, murky, dramatic, very fall. It is so, so pretty. And the Groovy Garden, I feel like also captures fall really well. This is more of like a retro, kind of 70s-esque. It is very, very cool. I think these tones are beautiful. Judy's first collab with Odens Eye, the Red Dragon, is just perfect. This has long been discontinued, but it's still just absolutely perfect. So if you already own this, I would encourage you to pull it out because absolute perfect fall vibes. It is so cute. In the Lethal Cosmetics and Avatar collection, the Fire palette is obviously perfect. Even just by the name, you know there's gonna be those rich, warm colors, and you'd be correct. It's just so fall. It's dark. I love those different reds and oranges, the pop of gold. It is so pretty, and the formulas are just so good. Literally, the best palettes Lethal's ever done are in this collection with Avatar. It's just perfect. 2 from Fantasy Cosmetica are literally perfect, and again, similar to Cosmic Brushes, where a lot of their palettes have just very rich, yummy, vibrant jewel tones or just fall adjacent things. I wanted to narrow it down, so I narrowed it down to these 2. First being the new collab with Amanda, Makeup Just for Fun. They came out with the Enchanted Autumn palette, and it is so pretty. Just look at these colors, just grungy, rich, jewel toned, autumn energy. It is absolutely delicious. And the Bard palette. This one I deemed, I think last year, as like a perfect fall palette because it's just so beautiful. Like it captures everything that I need. And I feel like this one and the Enchanted Autumn would play together so nice because this has almost the bright side of autumn, whereas the Enchanted Autumn has more of the grungy side, and they would be so cute together. I have 4 Melt palettes. What can I say? Melt Cosmetics just has perfect grungy fall color stories, and I simply couldn't narrow it down any more than 4. I refused to do it. First being what I'm wearing right now. This is the Rust palette. I only recently acquired this. My friend Linda from Glitter Fallout acquired a second one and she gave it to me. So I'm very thankful. It's so pretty. I've had my eye on this for a while and just hadn't got it yet, but just very yummy, warm, kind of just rusty oranges and sunflower yellows. It is so cute. I'm really enjoying this one. The Gemini is a classic. Obviously, we have just the most perfect, like grungy, olive, mustard combo. This is such a good black eyeshadow. Such a classic. The Fatally Yours is one that I acquired recently as well. I picked it up on sale and I'm loving it. It is just so pretty. All these murky tones. I love the yellowy oranges, the chartreuse, the teals, the purple. It is doing great things. And last but certainly not least, the 420 palette. This is just such vibrant autumn. It's so pretty. And it's like at a glance, separately, you can really think that these all have similar vibes, but I feel like they all have such different tones going on that I can justify enjoying all of these. But yeah, those are my Melt ones for fall. Just a few more to go. The Adept Cosmetics and Heather Austin collab, I always think will be perfect for fall. It's just so pretty. Like the 4 mattes are quintessential fall energy, obviously. And then all these pretty multi-chromes. It is just so pretty. Oh, I love this one. They did such a good job on this together. The Unearthly Cosmetics Fall Magic. Obviously it's fall magic. It is so pretty. Again, just perfect autumn tones. I really like the addition of the pinks in here too. I feel like it gives it a little bit of a uniqueness. The shimmers are stunning. I love this one. And last but not least is the Ace Beaute Ambiance palette. I don't believe this is available anymore, but very fall, very cute. I love her. These colors are so pretty together. All right, that wraps it up for the palettes, all 20 of them. And again, my spooky and Halloween palette video will be coming. So just stay tuned for that. I'm just waiting a little bit longer to make sure I don't acquire more before I make the video. But it will be up probably very early October if I had to guess. Let's move on to lips now. Now I know I've done so good so far narrowing it down. Lips, I did not do a great job. I have to be so honest with you. Between regular lipsticks, liquid lipsticks, a gloss, and lip pencils, I think I have 35 things. I just couldn't. I thought I'd narrowed it down to 25, and then I was like, oh, maybe I have a couple lip pencils I can talk about too. And then I just kept grabbing more and more, and I could only end up narrowing that down to 10. So we have a lot of lips to talk about. It's gonna be good though. For those of you who are curious about like my favorite like dark and yummy and grungy and fall lips, this is gonna be perfect. Let's do pencils first because that's the first lip product I personally apply. And now I'm only specifically talking about just specifically those like darker, murkier, or just fall vibes in general. I'm not really gonna be talking about like your basic neutrals. I'm still gonna wear those a lot because I love just a basic neutral lip, but this section of the video is specific to like my fall lips. So these are just those tones. Nothing else. Like I'm still gonna wear a clear gloss, but that's boring to talk about in this video, you know? I feel like Unearthly has just so many good lip pencils that are perfect for fall. They're so cute. We have Villain, Char, Cursed, Bad Blood, and Vamp. Just so perfect. I reach for these all the time. I love covering most of my lips with a dark pencil and then adding a pop of something in the middle. I think it's so cute. So we'll just do a quick little swatcheroo. This one's just a black, and I mean, a black is a black at the end of the day, but this is a very good one. This is actually my only black lip pencil, and I do utilize this fairly often if I just want something so dramatic. This one is Vamp, that really pretty purple. Oh, it's so good. Bad Blood is a delicious bricky red. And then Cursed is a really nice, a little bit more of a cool tone brown, but I feel like that gives it kind of a grungy edge. And then Char is a little bit warmer and a little bit darker. So it just kind of depends on like what your mood is. This caffeine pencil from Nomad Cosmetics, I'm wearing it today. I've worn this so much. I only acquired it recently and it's one of my most used pencils now. It's just the most pretty, I don't know, just like a nice, pretty, classic warm brown, but it goes so well with everything, especially just like the grungy tones I like to incorporate. This is perfect. The lip pencil that came in the Blend Bunny Donnie Darkowitz collab in the shade 89 Fine is just such a good dark brown. It's a very like almost blackened brown. It's so beautiful. All of these are so creamy and comfortable, by the way. This Lawless one in the shade Honey Rose is just a really pretty kind of muted purple. A little bit more of a mauvey purple, but I feel like it just goes so well with a lot of the things I'm gonna talk about. This Freck one in the shade 6 is the prettiest, like warm, kind of reddish brown. Like it's not super red, but it definitely has a red undertone. And last pencil is this one in the shade Strong from Rare Beauty, just like another classic brown. I can't get enough of a brown. I will scream from the rooftops that everyone looks good in a brown lip. You just have to try. But there's Strong right there. Just a really pretty nice warm brown. But look how cute, all the grungy perfect lip liners. Let's do gloss next because I only have one gloss. It's the shade Day Trip. It's one of the new Odyssey lip oil glosses from Milk. It's just the most pumpkin-y orange. When I received this, I was like, that's absolutely going in my fall favorites. There's no question about it. Just like the most pumpkin-y orange. It's so pretty. I love, again, filling in most of my lips with one of these browns, whatever is suiting my vibe that day, and then just topping this over top. And it is absolutely perfect. It's so comfy. I love it. I have 4 regular lipsticks, so we can do that next. This is one of the Freck Makeout Club ones. This one's in the shade Legend. It's a really pretty kind of brownie plum. It's very cute. Very comfy. I love the tone of it. Again, I love pairing this with a really dark lip pencil. I just think it's so cool. And I have 3 lipsticks from Melt. First one I'm wearing right now. It's in the shade 710. I've had this for quite a few years, actually. It was my only just regular lipstick from the brand for a while, until now. Now I have more. I just love a mustardy brown lip. I think it's so cute, especially paired with a brown lip liner like I'm wearing today. It is perfect. 666 I acquired recently and I love it. It's this really pretty, just vampy plum. Like, are you kidding me? So, so beautiful. This paired with either a really, really dark brown or a black is so cool. And the shade Pumpkin is literally perfection, just like the prettiest grungy pumpkin orange. I love pairing this one with a dark brown as well. I just think it is too good. And all of the others are liquid lipsticks, so let's dive into them. Hallows Eve from Lunar Beauty will forever be one of my favorites fall lip colors. It's literally one of my favorite products in my collection. It's just such a beautiful, vibrant orange and it's so comfy. I love this one. Whiskey and Honey from Give Me Glow is so freaking cute. I love this color. Again, a grungy like mustardy brown lip is just so, so cool. It's a fun way to like still kind of have a neutral lip, but it's a little more funky. It's a little more weird. I love it. Speaking of funky and weird, Black Moon Cosmetics has some of my favorite lipsticks. I only have a few. I used to have Harvest. It disappeared on me a long time ago. I don't know where it went. And I recently finished my Purgatory. Like it was gone. The doe foot broke. Like it was loved for many years. But I still have these and I adore them. Sleepwalker is my favorite black ever. I'm only going to talk about one black lipstick in this video aside from the lip pencil, just because I don't want to be here for a million years talking about just different blacks. But Sleepwalker is my favorite. It's such a good one. Hazel is a classic favorite. Grungy olive green It is so cool. It's another one that's still like, still kind of neutral in a way, especially if you pair it with a brown lip liner, but it just gives you a little something funky. It's like wearing green, but not like in your face green. And then Cider is the most perfect mustard lip to have ever existed. Like if I could only have one mustard lip, this is the one. It's just so pretty. This color just like always makes me feel like it's Halloween time. I have 2 from Menagerie. I love this formula and these colors are everything. Teddy Bear, just like the most perfect terracotta warm brown. It is so pretty. Oh, I love her. And Leo, another kind of mustardy warm brown. I just cannot get enough of these. I think they're so pretty. And all the ones I've shown are very different undertones too. So it just kind of depends on what you're into. I have 2 from Likely Makeup, Antique Shop and Warm Bed. These are so pretty. Again, I love a brown. I love a pumpkin orange. Antique Shop is this one right here. Just like a really pretty, yummy, more cool tone brown. It's so good. And then Warm Bed is a really pretty, kind of muted orange. Like it's not in your face orange, it's a little more muted. I have 2 from Dose of Colors. Both don't have the label anymore, but I'm fairly certain this one is brick. Just like a yummy bricky red. I don't wear a ton of red in the fall. I don't know why, like it's still really pretty and I enjoy it, but I only wear it a little bit and this is one of the ones that I really enjoy. Part of it's also because my hair is literally green right now and I feel like when I wear red with the green, it just looks like Christmas and I'm not celebrating Christmas just yet. You know? And then Chocolate Wasted is a classic. I think the first brown lip I ever fell in love with. It's just so rich and yummy. So, so pretty. I have 4 from Unearthly Cosmetics. I just simply couldn't narrow it down. Like, look at these colors. They're perfect. First being Jeanette, another kind of mustardy warm brown right here at the bottom. Very mustard. It kind of matches my shirt perfectly. Danielle is just a really yummy, kind of just brown. Like it looks like leaves that have turned brown. I don't know, I'm gonna create a narrative for everything. It's right there. Mandy is a super cute swampy olive. It is so, so good. And it's a bit brighter than the hazel one from Black Moon. It's a little more, I don't know, vibrant, but still toned down enough that I don't feel like I'm wearing neon green on my lips or something. And Angela is a very cute purple. I didn't include a ton of purple lips in this video just because I do gravitate a lot toward like browns and oranges and like mustards, but I do love a purple from time to time, so that's another one. And the final 5 are all from Melt Cosmetics. They're just perfect fall vibes, and I, again, just could not narrow it down anymore. First is Chestnut, just a really delicious, delicious brown. I'm absolutely running out of room on my hand. This next one is the shade Maya. This one's like a really nice kind of warm berry purple. It's very cute, very vampy, especially with like that black lip pencil. Absolutely. Next is Golden, and you guessed it, it's another like mustardy sort of color. This one's the lightest of my mustards though. This one I will always pretty much pair a dark lip liner with just because it's very, not super pale, but as far as a mustard goes, it's more on the pale side, so I love pairing this one with a dark lip liner. Ginger is one of my favorites. Such a good warm orangey brown. Oh, it's so pretty. Just delicious. And I love the way Melt Cosmetics liquid lipsticks look on my lips. Like my lips will just look so smooth and so pretty. I love. And last but not least is the shade Poser. One more purple for the road. This one is a very dark vampy purple. It is so, so pretty. Look at these colors together. This is everything. I love it so much. They're incredible. If you're ever wondering what are my top favorite lipsticks ever, it's these. These are the colors. Like, I mean, I do love your classic neutral, but these are my favorite. And that wraps it up for my fall favorites. I hope you had fun watching this video. I had fun curating this collection of products. I had fun talking about them and swatching everything and playing with everything. I'm so happy fall is here. It brings me so much joy. I'm just the absolute happiest in the Burr months. September, October, November, December. It is just the coziest and loveliest, and I'm so stoked. I love seeing these kinds of colors everywhere. I love seeing pumpkins everywhere. It fills me with so much joy, and I would just love to hear your thoughts. Do you just have similar preferences to me right now? Are you into different vibes right now? Do you have any of these? Do you want any of these? What are your fall favorites? Let me know down below. If you made it to the end of this video, leave some autumn related emojis. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel out a lot. And if you're not already, you can follow me over on Instagram. I'm BATTYBEAN there as well. Also, if you wanna, you can subscribe. I'm posting most days over here, and you can join my channel memberships. Link to sign up will be down below. You'll get get fun little perks, including a members only video once a month. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.